Unlike some games, this game does not completely blind you when you're running into the sun, which I think I appreciate. I mean, the sun is bright and all, and I get that, and actually, I'm one of those weirdos that doesn't turn all that stuff off when playing in games that have crazy bloom effects. But yeah, I kind of appreciate not being blinded by it. I'm going to go ahead and run with that. Why not? That is a bunch of aloe vera. And I know I've left some more behind, but that's fine. We actually need to head out this way rather quickly. So I need to stop dilly-dallying about. I'm going to go ahead and drink some water. I might have grabbed a few of these guys. Because, yeah, I didn't have enough to make, or didn't think to make another adrenaline shot. So I just figured, I got a bunch of water lying around. I can go and drink it. Nope. Don't fall down. Don't fall off the mountain. Yeah, this isn't working very well, is it? There we go. Almost there. Come on, you can make it, buddy. Good job. Good job. You made it. So we are heading out that way. You might remember what's that way from the last episode when minigun drone came in and decided to blow the hover vessel all to heck and back. This is going to hurt. Yep, told you. I couldn't slow my momentum down enough. It's all right. I'll eat a corn dog. I'll feel better. Ish. Here, I'll eat another corn dog and I'll feel better more-ish. And let's go and drink some water. And there we go. Trying to save the coffee for a rainy day. Because, I got a bunch of water, but I don't necessarily have a bunch of coffee. Kind of how it works out. There we go. I'm just going to keep chugging this for a moment. Ooh, fiber. Fiber. Go ahead and take that. Why not? Question is, by the time we get back to the vessel, will it still be in one piece? I don't know what the answer to that question is. Really don't. I hope it is. Obviously, I hope it is. I have a cockpit on number 6. So I would like it to be fine. I didn't even really inspect it to make sure that it wasn't all destroyed with anything else. I think it was just the cockpit that went kablooey. I certainly hope so, because I can't really do anything about it if it was more than that. We still have a little bit of daylight while we're out here. Just saying, there's a little bit of daylight still. It's actually going to be dark back at the base. By the time we get back, it will definitely be dark. You can see we've been picking up more daylight the further we run out this direction. So let's go grab some more fern. The Phoenix Fern Frond Frenzy, etc. thing. Those were kind of needed for the adrenaline shot, as was the coffee. So we'll grab another one of those. We can make another adrenaline shot. That'll be kind of handy. Probably going to need to make some sort of garage when we get back to the base. That has become very apparent to me that I need to make either a second base or a garage wing. Somewhere where we can store the vehicle. Ideally, I'd like to make another vehicle, but that might not actually happen because of... Oh, crap. I wasn't expecting this to happen on the last episode, so... This guy, where are you? You're probably on the other side of the mountain, so you're going to take a little while to get around, which is a good thing, but this is still problematic. I might not be able to place any of this stuff now, because all that stuff is in the way. Oh, that's really traumatic if so. Can I have to time it just right to pop it in there, because I am not here. Can I stand right up here and do it, maybe? I'm having trouble targeting that spot. There we go. Whew. That was close. Let me pull out the repair gun. Now let's just go and repair stuff. Let's just kind of give everything a quick click through just to make sure. It is definitely repairing things, so it's not like it's uninjured. Oh, there we go. You can see those panels kind of pulling out. Okay, looking a little better here. I suspect this side's probably fine. It was all this side because that's the side the drone was on. It obviously can't shoot a side that's not on. Doesn't work that way, All right, I think that's looking pretty good. It's kind of dark, so I'm having trouble really telling if everything looks fine, but I'm going to say it looks good. I think at the very least it looks good enough to get us back to base. Where is that drone? All All right, that guy's going to be coming around the mountain here fairly shortly. I kind of had the thought of going in and grabbing some more cobalt, because I didn't really pay attention to how much I dropped off into my constructor. I just ran out in something of a panic because I wanted to make sure that I got back here before another drone did. And as it turns out, it's probably a good thing that I turned around and came right back, because, well, maybe that guy's going to the base. If he's going to the base, then we are fine. I think he might be going to the base. He's not getting closer. Let me just grab a couple more of these guys, because I can. I'm right here. I mean, if I run all the way this far, I might as well get a little extra out of it, because, you know, we are going to blow through this cobalt anyway. It's not like we're not going to use it. It's, I mean, even stopping to grab a little more. I'm not going to grab a bunch. Maybe, I don't know, 50 or 100. But even that, honestly, is probably not enough. I probably should grab a whole lot more, but I'm not going to, because I've already subjected you to that, and I want to do some other things anyway. I have more things I would like to do. So let's just go ahead and say this is probably going to be enough. I'm a little concerned about that drone turning around, so that's certainly part of it. Good. All right, let me just grab a couple more. I lied. Sorry. I just wanted a few more. All right, good. Take those guys, and let's get out of here. No kidding. We're going to get out of here right now. So I suspect that drone is on the way to good old home base. And if that's the case, it has a surprise waiting for it in the name of minigun turret. So not really concerned about that drone actually getting somewhere and doing something in terms of damage. That's not going to be a problem. We have enough ammunition left that I don't think it's going to cause any real troubles. Ooh, look at that. That is nice and bright. Let's go ahead and turn that on. What the heck? It is getting darker the further we go to the east here, so kind of makes sense to leave those on. Now, I'm going to have to figure out how I get over this mountain. Maybe, can I get over this way? I'm not sure if I can. This is going to be a little tricky. I need my booster to help me climb. So, theoretically, I can turn back to the east now. Turn to the east. Turn to the east. There we go. This is why I like flying vehicles. They actually go where I want them to go. And well, more or less go where I want them to go. I still think that we have something coming in here. I want to say that's a highly likely situation right now. So let's go ahead and drop this guy down. Oh, told you. Did I call that one or what? Something's coming in. Minigun shot at someone. Actually, you know what? I was going to park this on the roof. I don't want to do that. Never mind. Never mind. We're just going to go ahead and we'll lower it down. Where are we going to park it? Right about here is fine. And let's go ahead and kill the engines on that. Kill everything. All right. Wrong button, actually. Wrong tool. I meant to do that. I was just doing a last-minute check to make sure it was okay. How are you, turret? You were shooting that direction, were you? So that would be about where the minigun drone was coming from. Let me just run out just briefly here. I don't want to run too far out. I mean, yes, we should probably take the hover vehicle. It'd be faster. But I just want to see if that drone pops up. No. All right. That's far enough. I don't want to go forever. I don't want to go all that far. I just wanted to see if that minigun drone was going to pop up on the map. I don't see it anywhere. So let's go ahead and run inside here. And I'm going to drop off all this junk that we collected. So we got 71 more cobalt. That's pretty good. Don't have a whole lot of ingots in there, so I should probably queue some of them up. That way I just kind of have those ready to go. Because otherwise, you know, we're going to be in the position where we're waiting. Well, I'm going to be waiting regardless. But waiting for a bunch of stuff to be made. And, well, sadly, I just think that's going to be reality. There's no way around that right now. I mean, there we go. 39, 37. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I maybe shouldn't queue up as many as I did, but we're going to use this stuff, so why not? So, here's the plan. I'm going to sit here and grind out a bunch of materials. But before we do that, let's talk about getting some stuff. I think we are now officially at the point where we could technically get a small vehicle. Now, it's not going to be ideal, but we can get one and we can get it going. So we already have that one, thanks to learning it from Hover Vessel. We already have the Gatling gun. We already have the fuel tank. We should probably learn the O2 tank at some point, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that at the moment. Small constructor, again, that would be helpful to learn at some point. Docking pad. We might stick with docking pads for right now, rather than spending the points on landing gears. Even though that sure looks nice. That's a nice looking landing gear. Oh, so is that. That is a really nice looking landing gear. I actually like that a lot. We're not going to do that right now. I will learn that one because I like lights. Let's go ahead and learn RCS for a small vessel. And we'll learn the thruster directional for a small vessel. And I know it's not going to be the best thing in the world, but it'll be okay. It won't be bad. And we're going to use this dorky cockpit for right now. Let's go to tools. We're going to go ahead and learn drill. And I might want to make a new one of those before we get too far. And I am going to learn work light too, because I actually like those a lot. And I might want to place a couple of them somewhere, but I don't actually think I can because I decided to be an idiot and use my base for making the lights. So, yeah, or for my building area. So whatever, we're not going to worry about it. For right now, like I said, I'm going to spend some time grinding out a bunch of materials and things. So first on the list, I think, is going to be some 30mm ammo, because I think that's what I need for my turret upstairs. I should probably double check that. What do you use? Cannon turret, 30mm. So I'm going to grind out some more bullets, some parts, and then I will join you on top of this building for a little bit of, well, building. We're getting pretty close to morning, and I have actually been, well, I walked away for a little while because there was so much stuff that needed to be done. I just kind of let it do its thing. But I actually did spend a little time doing other things before I walked away and let it do its thing. So let's make a little popcorn right quick. Why not? I suppose we can make a bandage too. We do have some fiber. And I could use a little health there. I mean, looking at that guy, it looks like I am a wee bit injured. You might also notice I have a crap ton of stuff in my inventory right now. So where am I at? 162? All right, whatever. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. That will be helpful. And let's go ahead and eat some popcorn. And you know what? Let's just eat some more popcorn because why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? You are not done yet. We'll let that keep cooking because I want to go take care of at least one thing right now, and that's going to be this water generator. I guess we'll go ahead and put it right next to, I don't know, right next to that guy. It's interesting that I can place it right through those blocks, but I guess I won't argue with it. Whatever. We're going to go ahead and load that up with 1, 2, I guess 6 of those technically, because it did kind of use one. In here, let's go ahead and put a couple more in there so we can have a little more oxygen just in case we need it. We don't really need it, but just in case we need it. And then one last thing to do before I run inside one more time is to drop a little more ammunition in there. So this guy's up to 415 rounds. Now, that's not really enough, but it's better than where we have had it. So, you know, we're getting there. All right, this guy is done with what I was asking for it to do, which is that right there. Sniper rifle and some bullets. It's not many. That's basically 2 magazines worth of bullets, so I know it's really not that much. I want to go ahead and run with it for right now, though. I don't really feel like I need to take or have it, you know, do that much more. I feel like that's actually fine for right now. So let's go ahead and move this stuff around just a bit. I should probably queue up some more random stuff. I don't really know what, so I'll just queue up some more fuel packs, and we'll say that's good for right now. Now, I do still think I probably should go do a little bit of silicon mining, but we're not going to worry about that right now. However, I will point out that I did make a tier 2 drill, so we will be using that in the near future. For right now, however, we're going to take our small vessel starter block, and we're going to go ahead and place this guy on the ground right around here, because why not? Let's do something. I guess we can place it this way again. And let's see, where are we going to go? I'm trying to make sure I have enough room to maneuver in here. Go ahead and plop it down right there. And I guess if you want to build in the way it's kind of facing, I guess it's kind of facing that way. Whatever, that's fine, I don't really care. I was actually going to kind of build it this way, and then I thought, whatever, we'll build it the other way, because that just kind of makes sense and is nice and easy to do that. But you know what? Fine, we'll go ahead and build it this way. I am totally on board with that. This vessel is going to be a little larger than the hover vessel. I should probably go queue up some more of these guys, huh? Probably should. But I'm not going to right now. Instead, I'd like to build some stuff for a little while. We're going to do... I don't know, maybe that's too many. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure what the design is yet. So, I don't know. We'll see if that ends up being too many. I'm trying to think, where do I want to leave spots for things? So I'm going to go ahead and leave some spots like, I think like this. And it'll end up not being correct, but it'll work out well in the future, I think is the idea here. So we should probably think about coloring stuff, you know, doing a little painting at some point too. I think that might be a good idea. Let's grab our cockpit. Where are you? Nope, you are the docking pad. I made 3 of those guys, as you can see. We're going to grab the cockpit, and let's go ahead and place that. Let's see, I want that to be kind of centered there. And I'm going to go back. Let's go back right there, and then let's grab these Gatling guns. And I want to have one of them right there, and one of them right there. Maybe I should knock that block out. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure yet. I didn't really make enough thrusters either. In fact, did I make any of them at all? Maybe I didn't queue them up. I thought I did. Maybe I just didn't grab them. I know I queued up a bunch of them. I remember doing that. Where did you go, thrusters? Small vessel. Thruster, directional. Did I not grab them? Let's make sure. Got some spotlight cubes. That sort of good stuff. I am not seeing any of them. I could have sworn I counted it out how many I wanted. So we need front, back, top, bottom, left, right, back, back. Top and bottom. There we go. I think that's a correct count-ish. We're dealing with crummy thrusters, so they're not going to be great. With any luck, I'll actually be able to make that many. I don't really know. It's going to take a while just to pump a single one out, let alone 10 of them. But that should give us plenty of time to do a little bit of building. And then I probably should, while I am still here, queue up some more steel blocks, because apparently I've already busted through a third of the ones I had. But it's all right. It's going to take a little while here, because we're going to have to figure out how we're placing some of this stuff. I don't necessarily want to place it the exact same way I did the other one, but that kind of design usually works out pretty well for me. So I don't know, we'll figure this one out. We do need to add a small ammo box. I think that'll end up going up front with the guns, which maybe is not the best location for it, but oh well, too late. There's my generator. That's what I was looking for. So let's go ahead and put the ammo box in before we do anything else, which means I'm going to take my chainsaw off. That way I can get you on there. So we need number 5. How are we going to do that? Hi, cat. Actually, maybe I should have moved the cockpit back one. Now that I look at it, I think I might have screwed this one up for what I had in mind. Let me see what happens if I just hop in. Yeah. Not really happy with that. I can make it work. I don't think I fly with cockpit mode too much for small vessels, but I don't really like that very much. We might need to pull these guys off. And then we might need to pull these guys off too, which... oh, that's going to be a pain if I'm yanking those off. Because they're not going to come off just straight as they are. Alright. Yeah, see, they come off in pieces, which is not what I wanted. Alright, but I want to do things like this. Alright, let me go dump this stuff in here, because I need to make more Gatling guns. But at least we know where they go now, right? You know where they're going. I can't fill in those gaps until they're done, but that's okay. So dun 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 dun. And then we should be able to go to small vessel, go to guns, and then queue up 2 more of those guys. And yeah, it's slowly getting through thruster number 2. So we're probably not going to finish this one on this episode, but we might. Never know. There's always possibility of small miracles taking place. We're going to put the RCS right in there because that actually makes perfect sense to do it that way. And then I guess we can put fuel tank. We'll put the fuel tank right there, and then we're going to go ahead and not you, generator number 8. Put the generator right there. And just because we can, we'll go ahead and load this thing up with fuel. It's not going to matter right now, obviously, but we'll go ahead and load it up with fuel. Then we also need to cover this stuff up, so we need to make some armor, essentially. Just taking a look here, how far out can I get? So if I wanted to do something like that. Now, I'm not going to leave that, obviously. I just want to see that does not impede my vision. So that's probably a good idea. And then that does not impede my vision. So again, that's probably a good idea. And that does impede my vision. So those are going to come off. We're going to go ahead and take these front 2 guys off. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that I'm just getting plates back because I'm actually going to take all of these guys off too. Maybe I'll leave those ones. Those look kind of funky like that. Maybe we'll do something like that. Okay. And then we're going to go around to this side. Nope. 1, 2. And 1, 2. And then let's go ahead and just get some straight up standard blocks. We're going to go ahead and armor this bad boy up a little bit. This vessel we actually care about. Well, I need to go out a little more, don't I? I didn't do that symmetrically, did I? Oops. All right, well, then here, let's go ahead and slope it up a little more. So there we go, and then nope. No. Oh, I had it. There we go. I can never seem to rotate to the right axis I want. I always just keep going and spinning. And it looks really dumb by the time I, finally stumble upon the correct one. Like, really? It took you that long? Yeah, it did. It really did. So get over it. Go ahead and armor up like this. Need to figure out how we're going to block this stuff in. Oh, that's right. I need to fill in this one with more slopiness. Is that right? That doesn't look right. I guess it is. I guess I wasn't paying attention that it rotated on that axis. Alright, so we need to armor this stuff up. How are we going to armor this guy up? I don't like the look of that. Yeah, I don't really like the look of that at all, so... Nope. We need to remember that we need to leave access to the fuel tank, so that is one thing to keep in mind. And then... Oh, let's see. How are we going to leave access to this guy? We can do something like that. We can do something like that. I think that's how we're going to do that. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be effective-ish. It's going to allow us access, which is really all that matters. And then just because I can, I'm going to go ahead and... Nope, wrong one. Do that one. I like having lots of slopes and different things everywhere. Oh, this looks really dorky already. I love it. Super dorky. This is great. I might need to get rid of some of these hard edges we have here, too. Those are maybe not going to fly for me. Get it? We're up to 6 thrusters. That's almost enough to actually make it a usable, workable ship. Pretty close. I mean, if we didn't want to go, well, a couple different directions, then technically we'd be fine. Up, down, left, right, forward, back. Yeah, I guess that is right. Up, down, left, right, forward, back. Yeah, I guess we're okay. Well, here, let me grab number 7 since it's almost done. And there you go. Queue up some more stuff, constructor. That guy is working overtime. Where are my thrusters? Okay, so we want to put this ammo box somewhere. Again, this needs to be somewhere accessible. I really wish I had those Gatling guns ready. I'd like to place them down, even though I kind of know what it's going to look like. I'd prefer to be able to place them down right now. I would just feel better about that, but that's all right. We can go ahead and... we don't want to go that way. I want to go this way, believe it or not. Okay. And then we're going to do something like this. Oh, this is going to take a while. I think that's not quite right. Oh, these are always just a crapshoot for me. Yeah, I don't think I like that. What are our other options? Guess we could do a rounded corner. Cut rounded corner. Let's try that. It'll look odd to have something on here that's rounded when everything else is totally sharp. But then, I don't know. I kind of like that. That looks a little goofy. I can run with that. Let's go ahead and rotate this guy around. I think that's correct-ish. Ish. I don't know. That looks totally weird to me. That's not right. But you know what? I'm going to leave it. I don't care right now. I don't care right now. I'm actually fine with that. So we're going to have Gatling gun. Then I need to leave some room somewhere for some thrusters. And maybe we'll take those blocks off right there and just put thrusters there. I'm not really sure how that's going to go together just yet. But I did intentionally leave spots back here for thrusters. And now I know these are not the correct thruster, so we're just going to have to be okay with that. It really wants me to add an O2 tank to this thing. Really? I don't have any interest in doing that. Like, negative interest, does that count? Then we're going to need to do some... you know what? That... no, I can't do it because I need that access spot right there. Maybe I can do that and put the top thrusters up there and we can have access in another location. I kind of like the sound of that. Oops. Repair that. Repair it. All right, I think it's fine now. No? Now you're fine? Okay, now you're fine. Good. We do need some top thrusters, though, so we'll go ahead and place these guys down, and then I think we need to call it an episode. So we're not going to get to fly this one on today's episode. Probably on tomorrow's, though. I would suspect there's a really good chance of that. There we go. I like that thruster placement a little better anyway, so that's good. I'll figure out how the fronts are going to come around, and then we're going to need to put some bottom ones, if only temporarily, which is going to be a pain because that means I'm going to have to build more of them. Crap. Well, I guess I need to build 2 more thrusters and then, or at least 1 more, so I can get this thing off the ground, put things where I want them, and then destroy those thrusters and put, I don't know. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a pain, but that's my problem, not yours. So I'll catch you on another one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.